Well, I was going to wear this today. I was going to wear it. Still kiss the badge. I'm really, really disappointed. I'm a wee bit deflated, actually. I know we went into the Germany game, huge optimism, and we got pretty much spanked. I think Stevie Clarke held his hands up and said he didn't get it right, even with the players he played. And I think what it really means is Billy Gilmour in the middle of the park and pushing McTominay and John McGinn further up to try and cause a few problems. Gets it right. I thought he did against Switzerland. I thought the boys reacted well. There's only one thing you can do in a competition like that. I lost the first game in a group stage, and we won the second game. You've really got to just dust yourself down and go. And okay, we won that second game. We got a point. We were a wee bit unlucky we didn't actually beat Switzerland. But I said to you before, Sean, about just give me the opportunity where we need to beat Hungary. Just give me that opportunity. And we had it and we didn't take it. And that's probably the biggest thing that the Tartan Army are disappointed with. I nearly stopped you there. Don't even go there, by the way. We hadn't qualified for anything for 24 years or whatever it was. Stevie Clarke came in, has done his apprenticeship under Mourinho, etc., 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 gets the Scotland job, qualifies for 2 Euros in a row. Now, naturally, and by the way, he's in a great band. He's in some car, along with Ken Dalglish, Graham Souness, Alan McInally, Maurice Johnson, Billy Bremner, Joe Jordan, you name it. We all had a go at trying to qualify for the next round. They didn't do it. But I don't think for 1 second he hasn't got as much as he wants out of this group. And there'll be a couple of people who'll say, well, there was a few players missing. And there was, injured players. But you're not trying to tell me Lyndon Dykes, who incidentally only plays for QPR, there's nobody spending 50 million in Lyndon Dykes in the Premier Division to bring him there. We have a pool of players that Stevie Clarke qualified for the Euros in. And that's our pool of players. And I think, hopefully, he gets the opportunity to qualify us for the World Cup. And we're in that, what's it called, Sean? The Nations League or something? We play Croatia, Spain and Portugal or something. So we've qualified for the A part, as it were. So I don't care who you are, I ain't having Stevie Clarke losing his job just because of that. We didn't perform as well as he would have liked us to. And I suppose, and by the way, and I'm being serious here, and I don't want to seem old and ungrateful and spiteful and all that, but how is that not a penalty against Hungary? Could you only imagine it happened to Spain, England, Germany? Absolutely no chance. No chance. So I don't get it. But it sounds as though I'm saying there's no level playing field then. I'm saying, what have we got VAR for? What is it for? To help the referee. Referee doesn't see it, doesn't think it's a penalty. Send them to even last night's goal, Memphis Depay. How long did it take them to look? I'm sitting on the couch with a bottle of beer, giving it goal. 15 seconds. Took them 3.5 minutes for them to decide it was a goal to bring Netherlands to 2-2. What's it for? Who's running it? Get rid of it. It's doing my head in. But we should have had a penalty, and that might have been enough for us to have the momentum to go on and maybe qualify as the one of the third place teams in the groups, but that's not going to be the case. So you can tell I'm frustrated and I'm a bit angry, Sean. But at the same time, realistic that we don't have a goal threat in our team, and we haven't had for a little bit. And unless McGinn, McGregor, or McTominay don't score, we're struggling. Well, what's he done? He's done 999 league games as a manager, for God's sakes. A lot of them in the Premier Division. Came back to West Ham when nobody wanted them. Got them to, 5th, 6th, 7th. Goes and wins a European competition, and then they hound him out the door again. I mean, I think his credentials are very good, David Moyes. Would Moyes take the Scotland job? It's not available, you know. I'll just throw that in right now, and that's me trying to back up what I said about Stevie Clarke. Because I think what Steve has done and is continuing to do at Scotland is good. See, I want a Scottish manager, Sean. I don't want Bertie Vogts as a German, which we had. I don't want anybody else. I want a Scottish manager as the manager of Scotland. And maybe that brings the pool down a wee bit. And if Steve does decide, I've had enough, I can't believe the criticism I'm taking, even though we've qualified, then maybe David would certainly be one of the main candidates for the job. I just don't know whether David Moyes sees himself still in club management yet, and the Scotland job is still in the distance for him. Because incidentally, if I could have a bet here on Gambling.com, I'd probably have a sneaky fiver that he will be eventually the Scotland manager. Yeah, he did. No, not really. I don't think we have anyone with the credentials that can take on the job that Steve's done. We've got some decent managers in Scotland, and they're not all Scottish, by the way. But I don't see anybody really that would fit the bill. And the only two people, I mean, I suppose you could talk about Alec McLeish and Gordon Strachan. I saw them both speaking about Scotland, but I suppose their time is sort of come and gone and don't see themselves taking a step back unless it's in an upstairs mode, as in a helper or in directorial role with who the next manager might be. I just don't, Sean, I just don't see it as a big topic. I really don't. And MD in the SFA that think they should be changing things, I think they're meddling in something they shouldn't meddle about. I'm happy with Steve Clarke, the manager. We have a pool of players, and I go back to saying that I think defensively he's made us sounder. Midfield, we are relatively strong, could be stronger. Up top, whereas we have had football players for Scotland that used to score goals for fun. We don't have that. Somebody will tell me then Lawrence Shankland rather, was the top goal scorer in Scotland last year and didn't get a start, and he played Shea Adams in front of him. Okay, Steve will hold his hands up and take that one on the chin. But we don't have anybody that scores a lot of goals up top. We rely on midfield players, and that's just the pool of players we've got. I don't think we should be too unhappy. And I'll say this once, and I've said it loads of times. We are fortunate. We have a huge group of people called the Tartan Army that are nothing but a success and are loved all around Europe. And I'm delighted the guys behaved themselves and had a party, even though the Scotland team didn't manage to perform for us.